All right, so I'm still waiting for this Electric Callboy acoustic album to be done. I think they've kind of moved on because they have so many other projects like what is it, Electric Dance Box or something? Dance Boy, Boom Boy. It's that dance party they do at festivals. Have you heard about this? Yeah, I've seen videos. It's pretty fucking awesome. You know what else is awesome? With change comes new opportunities. Yeah, you see the guy with no shirt on? Yeah, he's been not wearing shirts for a while. Yeah, it's the tour drummer for Electric Callboy. And they found him because they were on tour in Australia with Sum 41. And Sum 41 has since retired, pretty much. And but they had a song called Still Waiting. Yeah, it's an OG song from Sum 41. Now, of all the quote-unquote pop-punk bands in the early 2000s, Sum 41 was my favorite. Why? A lot of pop-punk bands back in the time leaned into the pop while being punk. Blink 182, right? You know, Yellow Card. You had bands that would be punk, but they were kind of pop punk, SoCal, whatever. Sum 41 was like that. They had the skater punk vibe that they're known for. But if you go into their history, their albums and these guys, if you had pop punk bands that were focused on being punk while integrating popular music, Sum 41 said, we're a punk band. We're going OG metal as fuck. In fact, there's a couple of albums where Sum 41 does what everyone expects them to do, and then the B side of an album will be nothing but heavy metal, like heavy OG metal. Pain for Pleasure, right? Yeah, right? So it's one of the things about Sum 41 that I loved, that they enjoyed playing that punk style, that SoCal punk style that everyone loved back in the day, that made them famous, but at any time these guys could, I mean, there's a reason why Metallica, they were chosen to honor Metallica at the MTV Honors, where all these other metal bands were doing it. Sum 41 plays the Metallica medley and just ripped it because they could, because that's what they loved. Well, now that the drummer for Sum 41 has really stepped into the role for Electric Callboy with the departure of their drummer to do things, other projects for himself, it's part of those things that happens as bands develop, things change. I think Electric Callboy made off like a bandit on this one because they're doing a cover of Still Waiting by Sum 41. I am pumped. Here we go. 2 minutes, 48 seconds of Hold On to Your Mom, because you never know, one day she'll be gone. That makes no sense. You know what? It's an Electric Callboy video. Let me get my shit together. Some things you got to do right. Electric Callboy. We ain't fucking around. Let's go.
So am I still waiting for this world to stop hating? Can't find a good reason, can't find hope to believe in.
I'm too old to swing my arms like that.
And understanding, we're the first ones to jump in line. Out of step for what we believe in, but choose left just how to blind it. How far will we take this? We don't want to change the sickness. Tell me, what would you say? What say you say? So am I still waiting for this world to stop hating? Can't find we done? We're in a world that can't be won. This can't be real, 'cause I don't know what to feel. What have we done? We're in a world that can't be won. This can't be real, 'cause I don't know what to feel. So am I still waiting on this road to stop bleeding? Can't find a good reason, can't find no to believe in. So am I still waiting for this road to stop bleeding? Can't find a good reason, can't find no to believe.
Okay, seriously, one of my favorite parts is it's the Sholo brothers, which of course is one of the members of the band and his brother. Here's what gets me, guys, that was probably the easiest video you've ever filmed. Just filmed your band doing what they do best, which is melting faces and having a party. My favorite parts about this is probably the fact that it is Sub 41's song, Still Waiting. The energy, that drive, that rhythm, that it just never stops. But it's some of the best of what Electric Callboy does. Nico's vocals they can be beautiful, they can be comforting, they can have an energy to them, but it makes you feel good inside. Warm and fuzzy. That's Nico, right? And then Kevin is just savage, so it allows Electric Callboy to do what they do best, bring that party vibe to a song that already has energy. Thank you, Frank, for joining in and, bringing, part of that Sum 41 energy that is always driven by those drums. Frank is a great addition to Electric Callboy, especially right now during the transition. Will Frank remain a member of Electric Callboy? I do not know. People ask me that all the time. I'm not the person to ask. And actually, technically, Tank the Tech is not the person to ask. The person to ask is the guys on screen. All of Electric Callboy are going to decide that. And they have a bright future. They're at the pinnacle of their popularity. The new albums, just everything they're doing is just hitting exactly right. You see the energy of the crowd. The last time I saw energy like that in the crowd dancing and jumping like that was back in the 90s and the early 2000s when music was key and there was all this energy in crowds. The difference is Electric Callboy does it with positivity. Good songs that talk about finding positivity, happiness, and love in your life versus bad times, kind of the polar opposite of the grunge era, right? So yeah, I'm into it. Love everything about this. It is a great song. And it is kind of poignant to release this now that they can play this during festival season with Frank behind the drums. It kind of segues. It gives kind of a tip of the hat and a thank you to Sub 41 for letting Frank help Electric Callboy out in Australia when things got ugly for both of those bands at the same time. It's fate, man. Sometimes fairy tales have happy endings. Sometimes there's a princess in a disco ball cowboy hat and all of her dreams come true. No, not me. I mean, there's got to be one somewhere, right? Maybe. I don't know. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. And with that, there's more Electric Callboy, right? It's coming. They don't ever stop. And I'll be here for each one. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you enjoyed this video, give us a like. It really helps the channel grow. Also, if you want to subscribe, right over there. A big thank you to all my Patreons out there for everything you do. And if you want more content like this, check them out above. Remember, love one another, take care of each other. We're all stuck on this mud ball together. We'll see you later.